Lakers Nation, what is going on? So today we're going to be talking about a Lakers trade rumor that was posted about 4 days ago, coming from an article called The Sporting News, and they're putting it out there that the Lakers could target Nets career 39.4% shooter in Bojan Bogdanovic amid NBA trade rumors. And the Los Angeles Lakers, as usual, has been one of the most frequent names mentioned in the NBA in trade rumors, but they're off to a 9-4 start. We're currently on a 5-game winning streak. Shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers. They've been playing, pretty good, right? But we're 6-0 at home. We remain undefeated. And I'm pretty sure we're like the only team in the Western Conference that hasn't lost a home game. So that is actually incredible. And we're 3-4 on the road. But it's clear that they have two glaring weaknesses. One, the perimeter defense. I do agree. The backcourt of Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. That's why D'Lo's off the bench. But also the front court depth as well, right? We only got center in Jackson Hayes, Christian Koloko, but Christian Wood has been out for a while, and Jackson Hayes is going to be evaluated in like 1 or 2 weeks, right? So we only have Christian Koloko and Anthony Davis, but as a result, the Lakers have been linked to some of the best centers on the trade market, as well as some solid defenders like Dorian Finney-Smith, 3D guy, glue guy that could fit any championship contending team, while the Brooklyn Nets are expected to part ways with their veterans amid their tank and rebuild, right? Because I think they should, try to get Cooper Flag uh next year, whatever he gets, drafted and stuff like that. Because I think they should, at least try to do a fire sale, in my personal opinion. But the sharpshooter has been overlooked. Cameron Johnson is a perimeter target, but veteran Bojan Bogdanovic could be a solid addition in Los Angeles. I do agree, but Bogdanovic is yet to suit up this season. He is a career 39.4% shooter from 3 point range. The Lakers are shooting 35.4% from deep this season, good for 16th in the league. But they take the fifth fewest attempts in the NBA. Their bench unit is significantly worse than the starters. It's been all for right, making only 29% of their attempts, while Boyan Bogdanovic, I always get them confused, right? But their name is similar. He's not the greatest defender, but he has been solid throughout his career. He could play a role off the bench and as a starter. He's been doing that throughout his tenure career. He is set to make around $19 million this season. The Lakers could offer D'Angelo Russell, our point guard, and also young player like Maxwell Lewis has only appeared in 2 games this season, and hold on to their draft picks, right? Because we have like 2 first round picks, pick swaps, and second round picks to make a bigger trade before the trade deadline. And the Lakers have been linked to Walker Kessler, but the Utah Jazz have no interest in D'Angelo Russell. And they're basically saying the question is, should the Lakers send D'Lo to the Brooklyn Nets for Bojan Bogdanovic? They can either flip draft picks and matching salary, only $2.9 million to Utah, and land two solid players before a playoff push. Now, I want to say the Brooklyn Nets are currently 5-8 on their season. They're currently on a 2-game losing streak. The 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. But I will say the main reason why Bojan Bogdanovic hasn't played a game this season is because he's still recovering from the offseason surgery on his left foot. And I'm pretty sure he did suffer the foot injury last season with the New York Knicks when he was acquired by the Brooklyn Nets in the Mikal Bridges trade. But he did average around 10.4 points per game and 29 regular season games for the New York Knicks. And I'm also going to show you his career stats, right? 15.6 points per game, total games played 719, 29.1 minutes a night, shooting 46% from the field, 39.4% from the 3 point line, 85.9% from the free throw line, 3.6 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 0.1 blocks, 0.6 steals. And you got to keep in mind, he started his career with the Brooklyn Nets from 2014-15 season all the way down till the 2017 NBA season. Then he went to Washington, Indiana, Utah, Detroit, and then now, New York. And then obviously he got traded to the Brooklyn Nets, right? So he's been on several teams, but this really hasn't been no real update on Bojan Bogdanovic, but there really has been like a timetable. Hopefully, like as early as December. Not really sure what date it is, but like I said, December, and he's still expected to return before the February 8th or just February trade deadline in general, right? But the Nets may be more inclined for a sooner return, as trade rumors have been surrounding veterans on their team, like Dorian Finney-Smith. You also got a young player in Cam Johnson, and you also got a veteran in Bojan Bogdanovic. He's one of them on the team, right? But like I said, he is considered week to week, and he missed the remainder of the 2023-24 NBA season, or the playoffs in general, after undergoing season-ending surgery on his left foot and left wrist. And before he was on the New York Knicks, he was on the Detroit Pistons on his second season, but he did miss the beginning of the 2023-24 NBA season due to a right calf strain and a right quad strain. So uh, his age is kicking to him. He's like, what? Let me check. 35 years of age. He's like 6'7", weighs about 226 pounds. But he was out for like several weeks or 4 weeks to start the beginning of the 2023-24 NBA season with the Detroit Pistons. So I wouldn't call him, injury prone, but it is part of it. He's a guy who excels in scoring. He is a reliable 3-point shooter, especially in a mid-range game and on the perimeter. Especially, he has decent ball handling skills, and he could play smart off the ball, so he doesn't need the ball in the hands to be effective. But he does lack that defense impact, like I said in this article, and his playmaking is a little bit average. So you guys let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about Bojan Bogdanovic? Would you like him on the Los Angeles Lakers? He's a 3-level scorer, especially he's versatile on the offensive threat, but he could play the small forward and power forward position. We have a player on a team that is, kind of similar to him, our rookie, Dalton Knecht. He's a 17th overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft. What a steal. Last night he had 27 points against the New Orleans Pelicans. And him and who else, started for the Lakers in place of Rui Hachimura, and who else am I missing? Cam Reddish, right? It was Max Christie, because the Lakers needed some defense, but obviously J.J. Redick was playing Gabe Vincent for defensive purposes and stuff like that. But let's be honest, Dalton Knecht is, similar to Bojan Bogdanovic. They're both 3-level scorers. I would say Dalton Knecht has more of the advantage because of his youth, his age. He's like 23 years of age. And like I said, Bojan Bogdanovic is 35 years of age. So he's a lot older. He's more proven with experience, playoff experience. And he was on the Utah Jazz. He was actually a bucket getter, right? And he was really the main reason why he was having the Jazz, be competitive, come back in games, especially when they had Donovan Mitchell that season. But he was also in trade rumors being linked to the Los Angeles Lakers before he landed with the Detroit Pistons. So would you guys be willing to part ways with D'Angelo Russell and not give up any, picks? Like, why would I, for an older guy who's just aging? And he's not the same player, but he's still solid, right? But the Lakers already got Dalton Knecht, like I said, right? But if we could get like a Walker Kessler, or maybe a Clint Capella, or Robert Williams, or maybe an Claxton, I'm not really sure if that's, far-fetched, because, the Brooklyn Nets did sign Nick Claxton. I'm pretty sure this past offseason, because there's a free agent, correct me if I'm wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get off some of these guys and alone guys, because I think they should be rebuilding. They are. They're not going to do anything. And to start the season, they weren't doing too bad, but Dennis Schroeder has been very good for the Brooklyn Nets. But you guys let me know in the comment section, once again, what would you be willing to give up for Bojan Bogdanovic, or would you rather go for a younger player in a trade for like Bogdan Bogdanovic from the Atlanta Hawks? But I wanted to make this video. I know this was 4 days ago, but I had to, post this out. And I want to show you, what he was averaging for the Detroit Pistons, right? The year before, this past year, 2023-24, he was averaging around 20.2 points per game. He did play 28 games out of 82, so he didn't really play a lot. Like I said, he was dealing with some, injuries. Played 27 starts, 32.9 minutes a night, shooting damn near 46% from the field, 41.5% from three, 77.9% from the free throw line, 3.4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 0.1 blocks, 0.8 steals. But I'm out of here. Peace.